Question number 201. Which section of IPC deals with those conditions when consent is said to be not free consent? Correct answer is section 90. Question number 202. In which section of IPC the words good faith has not been used? Options are section 90, section 89, section 92, section 93. Correct answer is A, section 90. In section 90, the word good faith had not been used. Question number 203. Under IPC, the defense of consent is not available in the cases of A, consent to cause death, consent to cause grievous hurt, both A and B, none of the above. Correct answer is option C, that is both A and B, consent to cause death and consent to cause grievous hurt. Question number 204. In which of the following cases consent is free consent? Option A, consent given by a person under fear of injury, consent given by an intoxicated person, consent given under misconception of fact, consent given by a child who is above 12 but below 14 years of age. Correct answer is option D, that is consent given by a child who is above 12 but below 14 years of age. Question number 205. The object of section 92 of IPC is the protection of medical practitioners, the protection of legal practitioners, the protection of intoxicated persons, all of the above. Correct answer is the protection of medical practitioners. Question number 206. Z is carried off by a tiger. A fires at the tiger knowing it to be likely that the shot may kill Z, but he does it in good faith, intending to save Z. A's bullet gives Z a mortal wound. Which one of the following statement is correct? A will be held guilty of culpable homicide not amounting to murder. A can take the defense under section 92 of the Penal Code dealing with the acts done without consent. C, A can plead accident. D, none of the above is correct. Here the correct answer is option B, that is A can take the defense of section 92 of the Indian Penal Code dealing with the acts done without consent. Question number 207. A is in a house which is on fire with Z, a child. People below hold out a blanket. A's drop the child from the house top, knowing it to be likely that the fall may kill the child, but not intending to kill the child and intending in good faith for the child's benefit, and the child dies. Which of the following offence has been committed by A? Option A, section 304A of IPC, section 304 part 2nd of IPC, section 302 of IPC. A has committed no offence. Here the correct answer is option D, that is A has committed no offence. Question number 208. A surgeon sees a child suffer an accident which is likely to prove fatal unless an operation be immediately performed. There is no time to apply the child's guardian. A performs the operation in spite of the entreaties of the child in good faith for the child's benefit. The child died. A has committed option A, culpable homicide, option B, murder, C, attempt to murder, D, no offence. Here the correct answer is option D, that is no offence. Question number 209. A surgeon in good faith communicates to a patient his opinion that the patient cannot live. The patient dies in consequence of the shock. A is guilty of murder, causing death by negligence, culpable homicide not amounting to murder, no offence. Correct answer is option D, that is no offence. Act causing slight harm is an offence, no offence if that harm is so slight that no person of ordinary sense and temper would complain of such harm, none of the above. Correct answer is option C, that is no offence if that harm is so slight that no person of ordinary sense and temper would complain of such harm. Question number 211. The maxim de minimis non curate lex is related to which of the following sections of IPC? Correct answer is section 95. Question number 212. The maxim de minimis non curate lex is the foundation of which general exception under chapter 4 of IPC? Option A, act of causing slight harm. This is the correct answer, act of causing slight harm. Question number 213. Which of the following conclusions can be drawn from the maxim de minimis non curate lex? Option A, necessity knows no law. Option B, nothing is an offence done by a child under 7 years of age. Option C, every person is liable for his own acts. And option D, trifling acts do not constitute an offence. Correct answer is option D, that is trifling acts do not constitute an offence. Question number 214. The rule de minimis non curate lex means that trivial discrepancies must not be overlooked. Trivial discrepancies must be overlooked. Significant discrepancies must be overlooked. Significant discrepancies must not be overlooked. Here the correct answer is option B, that is trivial discrepancies must be overlooked. Question number 215. A blacksmith is seized by a gang of dacoits and forced by threat of instant death to take his tools and to force the door of B's house. The dacoits, 10 in number, loots B's money and jewels and kills B's son A. Option A is guilty of dacoity with murder, is guilty of housebreaking and abetment of dacoity, is not guilty of any offence, is guilty of making preparation to commit dacoity. Here the correct answer is option C, that is not guilty of any offence. Question number 216. X voluntarily joins a gang of dacoits. The head of the gang order X to kill Y, otherwise X would be killed. X kills Y in order to save his life. Which one of the following statement is correct with regard to the liability of X? Option A. X is not liable because the act was done in pursuance to the order given by the superior. X is not liable because the act done under the threat. Option C. X is liable because when a person joins a gang voluntarily knowing the character of the gang, then threat cannot be a defense. Option D. X is liable because in no case to save his own life he can take the life of others. Correct answer is option C, that is X is liable because when a person joins a gang voluntarily knows the character of the gang, then threat cannot be a defense. Question number 217. Nothing is an offense which is done in exercise of the right of private defense. Where the aid of the society cannot be obtained, individual may do everything necessary to protect himself. Options: both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Both A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of A. A is true but R is false. A is false but R is true. Here the correct answer is option B, that is both A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of A. Question number 218. The right of private defense is based on the natural instinct of self-respect, self-protection, self-reliance, self-sufficiency. Correct answer is self-protection. Question number 219. Every person has the right to private defense. A. His own body and property, his own body and property and the body of any other person, his own body and property and the body and property of any other person. Correct answer is option D, that is his own body and property and the body and property of any other person. Question number 220. The right of private defense is not a right of defense but of retribution. Is a right of defense but not right of retribution. Is a right of defense as well as the right of retribution. Is neither a right of defense nor a right of retribution. Here the correct answer is option B, that is a right of defense but not a right of retribution. Question number 221. Right of private defense is available to all irrespective of gender and age of person except police officer, officers of armed forces, aggressors, officers of BSF. Correct answer is aggressors. Question number 222. Section 97 of IPC expressly states that the right of private defense is subject to the restrictions contained in Section 99, Section 100, Section 98, Section 102. Correct answer is option A, that is Section 99 of IPC. Question number 223. Right of private defense is available against all members of an unlawful assembly in a free fight to retrieve from the wrongdoer's one property, both A and B and above. Correct answer is option A, that is against all members of an unlawful assembly. Question number 224. In which of the following cases Supreme Court has observed that there is no right of private defense against the right of private defense? Options are State of Punjab versus Sohan Singh, Surjit Singh versus State of Punjab, State of UP versus Ram Swarup, MR Singh versus State of Gujarat. Here the correct answer is option C, that is State of UP versus Ram Swarup. Question number 225. Right of private defense is not available against an insane, against a child, when there is a time to recourse the public authorities, all of the above. Correct answer is option C, that is when there is a time to recourse the public authorities. Question number 226. Which of the following statements is correct? Option A. The right of private defense under IPC is available even against an act which is not offense under the code. The right of private defense can be exercised to repeal unlawful aggression and also to retaliate. The right of private defense is available to defend only own person and property. The right of private defense extends to the causing of death when the assault is made with the intention of wrongfully confining a person. Correct answer is option A, that is the right of private defense under IPC code is available against an act which is not an offense under the code. Question number 227. The right of private defense is available only to adults, only to those who are capable of lawfully commit crime, only to the public servants, to all irrespective of age and capacity. Correct answer is option D, that is to all irrespective of age and capacity. Question number 228. Point out the correct answer. The right of private defense under IPC is subject to no restrictions, subject to restrictions given under Section 99, subject to restrictions given under Section 106, subject to restrictions given under Section 82. Correct answer is option B, that is subject to restriction given under Section 99. Question number 229. Which of the following statement is correct? Option A. The right of private defense under IPC is available even against an act which is not offense under the code. The right of private defense can be exercised to repeal unlawful aggression and also to retaliate. Option C. The right of private defense is available to defend only one's own person and property. The right of private defense extends to the causing of death when the assault is made with the intention of wrongfully confining a person. Correct answer is option A, that is when the right of private defense under IPC code is available even against an act which is not offense under the code. Question number 230. Which section of IPC contains the provisions of causing death in the private defense of the body? Options are Section 99, Section 96, Section 98, Section 100. Correct answer is Section 100. 231. In which of the following cases the right of private defense of body does not extend to causing death? Option A. Assault with the intention of committing kidnapping, assault with the intention of gratifying unnatural lust, wrongful restraint, assault with the intention of committing abduction. Here the correct answer is C, that is wrongful restraint. In wrongful restraint, the right of private defense of body does not extend to causing of death. In other options, it extends to the causing of death. Question number 232. Under IPC, subject to the restrictions laid down under its section 99, in cases of assault causing reasonable apprehension of death or grievous hurt, right of private defense extends to the voluntarily causing of option A, grievous hurt, death, any harm other than death or grievous hurt. Correct answer is option B, that is death. Question number 233. When the right of private defense of property extends to causing death, option robbery, option B, housebreaking by night, option C, mischief by fire committed to any building used for human dwelling, and option D, all of the above. Here the correct answer is option D, that is all of the above. Robbery, housebreaking by night, mischief by fire committed on any building used for human dwelling. Here the right of private defense of property extends to causing death. Question number 234. The right of private defense of the body does not extend to voluntarily causing death or any other harm to the assailant if the offense which occasions the exercise of the right to be of any of the descriptions herein enumerated. Option A, assault with the intention of committing rape. Option B, an assault with the intention of kidnapping or abducting. Option C, an assault with the intention of wrongfully confining a person under the circumstances which may not reasonably cause him to have recourse to the public authorities for his release. Option D, an assault of causing grievous hurt on provocation. Here the correct answer is option D, that is an assault of causing of grievous hurt on provocation. Question number 235. In which of the following the right of private defense of the body does not extend to causing of death? An assault with the intention of committing rape, an assault with the intention of kidnapping, an assault with the intention of abducting, an assault with the intention of committing wrongful restraint. Correct answer is option D, that is an assault with the intention of committing wrongful restraint. Here the right of private defense of body does not extend to causing of death. In other options, it will extend to causing of death, that is an assault with the intention of committing rape, an assault with the intention of kidnapping, and an assault with the intention of abducting. Question number 236. The right of private defense of body extend to causing of death if there is apprehension of death, apprehension of grievous hurt, intention of committing rape, all of the above. Correct answer is all of the above. Question number 237. Choose the wrong proposition. Option A, right of private defense of the body extends to causing death in case of an assault with an intention of committing rape. Option B, right of private defense of the body extend to causing death in case of an act of throwing acid which may reasonably cause the apprehension that grievous hurt will otherwise be the consequences of such act. Option C, right of private defense of the body extend to causing death is available to the husband against adulterer of his wife. Option D, right of private defense of the body extend to causing death is available in an assault with the intention of gratifying unnatural lust. In question number 237, the wrong proposition which has been asked is given in option C, that is right of private defense of the body extend to causing death is available to the husband against an adulterer of his wife. No, this is not correct, and here the wrong proposition has been asked, so the C option will be the right answer. Question number 238. Against which of the following offenses right of private defense of body does not extend to causing death? Option A, rape. B, gratifying unnatural lust. C, causing miscarriage. D, kidnapping. Here the correct answer is causing miscarriage. Question number 239. The right of private defense of body commences as soon as reasonable apprehension of danger to the body arises from an attempt or threat to commit the offence, and it continues as long as apprehension of the danger to body continues. Option B, commences as soon as reasonable apprehension of danger to the body arises from an attempt or threat to commit the offences, and it continues even after that apprehension ceases. Option C, commences only when the assault is actually done and continues during the period of assault. And option D, commences only when the assault is actually done and continues even after the assailant has left. Here the correct answer is option A, that is commences as soon as reasonable apprehension of danger to the body arises from an attempt or threat to commit the offence, and it continues as long as such apprehension of the danger of the body continues. Question number 240. In exercise of right to private defense, even death of the accused can be caused under Section 100 of IPC, Section 102 of IPC, Section 103 of IPC, both A and C. Correct answer is option D, that is both A and C. Section 100 of IPC and Section 103 of IPC. Here the right to private defense, even death of the accused can be caused. Question number 241. The right of private defense of property extend to voluntary causing of death or any other harm to the wrongdoer. This is provided in Section 103, Section 105, Section 96, Section 106. Correct answer is Section 103 of IPC. Question number 242. Against which of the following offences the right of private defense of property extend to voluntarily causing of death? Option A, theft. Option B, criminal misappropriation of property. Option C, robbery. And option D, criminal trespass. Correct answer is option C, that is robbery. Here, against which of the right of private defense of property extend to voluntary causing of death in robbery? Question number 243. No right of private defense of property is available against the offense of criminal breach of trust, theft, robbery, criminal trespass. Correct answer is option A, that is criminal breach of trust. Question number 244. In which case of the following right of private defense of the property does not extend to causing death? Option A, house breaking by night, house trespass, robbery, mischief by fire. Here, the correct answer is house trespass. Right to private defense of property does not extend to causing death. Question number 245. Which one of the following is correct group of offences against which right of private defense relating to property can be exercised? Options are theft, extortion, robbery, mischief. Option B, theft, extortion, mischief, criminal trespass. Option C, robbery, mischief, criminal trespass, extortion. Option D, theft, robbery, mischief, criminal trespass. Correct answer is option D, that is theft, robbery, mischief, criminal trespass. Question number 246. In case of free fight between the two parties, option A, right of private defense is available to both the parties. Option B, right of private defense is available to individuals against individuals. Option C, no right of private defense is available to either party. Option D, right of private defense is available only to one party. Correct answer is option C, that is no right of private defense is available to either party. Question number 247. Y picks X pocket. Next day, X, while buying a pan near his office, finds Y paying money from X purse. X catches hold of Y and tries to take back his purse. Y resists. X twists Y's arm with such force that it is broken. X is charged with causing hurt to Y. X can, option A, say that he was acting under the right of private defense of property. Option B, not raise the plea of right of private defense since he had time to seek the help of public authorities. Option C, say that the right of private defense was revived as soon as he saw Y with his purse. Option D, say that he did not use the more force than was required. Here the correct answer is option B, that is he cannot raise the plea of right of private defense since he had time to seek the help of public authorities. Question number 248. Which of the following pairs is not correctly matched under the IPC? Section 93, communication of made in good faith. Section 95, act causing slight harm. Section 54, communication of sentence of imprisonment for life. Section 54A, definition of appropriate government. Here the correct answer is option C, section 54 is not the correct match. Question number 249. What punishment may be awarded to the person whose act is covered under general exception? No punishment, half of the punishment prescribed for that offence, 1/4 of the punishment prescribed for that offence, depends upon the discretion of the court. Correct answer is A, that is no punishment. Match list 1 and list 2 and select the correct answer using the codes given below. List 1, section 81 of IPC. In section 81 of IPC, correct answer is defense of necessity. B option, section 84 of IPC. Section 84 of IPC is related to act of a person of unsound mind. And option C, section 86 IPC. Section 86 IPC is related to intoxication. Then last, section 95 of IPC. Section 95 of IPC is related to act of causing slight harm.